Hello everyone, this is Ray, and today I'll be reading to you my story, Desire. The inspiration behind my story are the mythical creatures called succubi and sirens. Succubi are female demons that attract men sexually and basically arouse sexual desire. And these demons basically visit men in their dreams. Sirens, on the other hand, are the mythical creatures that attract men using their voice by singing, and this is what lures them to their doom. And my story combines both the succubi and sirens to make my own or a unique type of creature that lures the protagonist of this story. The reading for today will not be the full story as it is quite long. I hope you guys enjoy. The cracked mirror reflected someone I no longer recognized. Dull, tired brown eyes with wrinkles decorating the corners. Long, tangled hair and a beard so big it was covering half of what would be called a face. With a sigh, I let my fingers run across my cheeks, my fingertips feeling the bone just under the skin. I looked like a homeless man who had little to eat. My cheekbones sticking out of my skinny face and eyes sinking into their sockets and lips covered by brown forest that desperately needs to be groomed. How did I manage to reach such a state? I asked myself as I walked feebly towards the dirty window overlooking the world outside. I'm slowly deteriorating. She has successfully taken all that is youthful about me, sucked out my strength, health, and caused me to lose my mind. This woman. No, not a woman. This bitch was cancer, but I saw her as a cure to my loneliness. The doses I got from her were slowly killing me, and I ignored all the red flags. How I got away, I'm unsure. I can't recall anything after that night in the bar. My current state was a result of unknowingly entering a forbidden realm of lust and desire. It all started as I was walking to work one day and I passed by the abandoned house in my neighborhood. This house was avoided by everyone. At night, screams of children could be heard from inside. Neighbors petitioned to have it destroyed. However, when the city council would bring their bulldozers onto the property, someone either died due to a workplace accident or the machinery would stop working. So they gave up and left it there to rot. I despised this house. I was always filled with dread whenever I passed it. The white frames of the windows were blackened with molding wood. They had a murderous look about them, as if the house was ready to engulf whoever dared to enter it. The great pillars that once stood firm and strong were now deteriorating, the mold taking over, causing them to weaken and ready to collapse at any moment. I stood and stared at this picturesque house. It felt different today, considering its chilling exterior. Then, something flashed from the corner of one of the windows, causing my heart to drop. What was that? Who was that? Alarms began sounding in my head. With my heart beating hard against my chest, I forced myself to lift my legs and walk away. Whatever that was, I wanted nothing to do with it. That day, my mind kept attempting to put some meaning to the shadow I saw at the abandoned house. Was it a bat? It must have been a bat. My lethargy was causing my mind to play tricks on me. It couldn't have been anything. On my way home, I decided to walk rapidly to avoid having to stare at it. As I was nearing the house, I prepared myself to run as quickly as I can to spare myself its horrors. But what I heard made me freeze. My knees locked and I couldn't move them. There was a voice coming from the house. Someone was singing. The singing cast a spell on my mind and body. I couldn't focus. I was no longer in control of my own thoughts. Images of naked women having orgies flashed within my mind. One woman began walking towards me with her tail swaying from side to side. She had gleaming red eyes that would look at me seductively, calling me, begging me to do things I have never thought of ever doing. When she saw me hesitate and stare at her dumbfoundedly, she grabbed my arm and led me towards a light, her long black hair shining as she walked, leading the way.